One, two, one, two. Oh, sorry, guys. Oops, sorry. Bloopers. We'll get these bloopers and we're going to make a joke out of that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So we have a guest coming on the show, Vida, Craddock, from LA. Like I said, she's a fashion designer, celebrity fashion designer. She'll be also director and screenwriter. So I can't wait to talk to her and see what kind of design of clothes she got going on, and um, who are some of the people that she's designed clothes for. So we're gonna wait for her to log in. I sent her a link already. Um, Not sure if she received it. No, we got time difference. Let me just remind her. Okay, so sorry guys. I just sent her a text. So we're waiting on her to come on. What's up, IG? I'm sorry, man. I've been having problems with all types of stuff over here. Hi, Linda. Okay, that's fine, Linda. I, I get it. Thank you. What's up, IG in the building? I don't know if he hold on, let me see if I can bring IG on here too. Let me send him IG, are you available? I can bring you on here on the live. I can send you a link and bring you on. Yeah. It was bad. So we had to delete it, and I'm gonna bring him back on the show when he get his system fixed, and we'll bring him back on the show because it's interesting the stuff he got to talk about. I'm trying to tell you something, Mr. Mike Wagner. What's up, buddy? My man, 50 grand in the building. Woo wee. Hey, by the way, man, I see you. I see you moving. I see you moving, Mike. Okay. I see you moving. I see you moving. You had I know you posted us something with Charlotte Hug. Um, and also our friend Natalie Perry was on my other friend Becca Mahan's show. That was a great show, you know. Two amazing women. Big shout out to both of them. Love them girls. So big shout out to Becca and Natalie. Natalie has got some other roles, man. She's moving right along. Congratulations to Natalie Perry. Okay. Yes, I agree, Mike. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. And she's a singer too. This Natalie Perry does it all. You know. Hey, Brian Laradine here. Paranormal Post Network, guys. Tune in and check out the shows. We got all types of shows on that network. Um, all paranormal investors. It's a paranormal group mostly, but there's a lot of other uh groups there like myself and other groups. So that's a great platform to be, So I want to thank Brian for giving me this platform as well to be able to expand. So thank you, Brian. That's what we're talking about. One hand makes the other hand, and we grow as a team, you know. So I'm just waiting on my guests. So if I can always bring another guest aboard and see what's going on. I would love to talk to Mike Wagner as well too. I don't know if IG's still around. Uh, yes, sir. So about networking, I love it. that was, good choice of name. Parallel Post Network. Let's network. Let's get it. 100%. Big shout out to all my paranormal groups all over Minnesota spirits, Enlightened Souls, Lisa Marie, um, Ken Allen, Brian, who else? That's so many. My brother Matt Barron, with consultant paranormals. Listen, guys, you go on that page, you can check out all these groups, man. These groups are awesome. You know, just look, guys, I'm looking for like you know, uh, someone that can do. I mean, someone that can like an invest. I want to investigate. This is what I want. I want a Bigfoot investigator to come on my show because I'm a big fan of Bigfoot. It's been so many things been said, and I got some questions that need to be answered. So, if anyone know any Bigfoot, I think I saw one on Parapost Network. I'm not sure. I think I did, or was gonna start soon in May, or something like that. Because when I read fast, and if I ain't got my glasses, I definitely gonna scroll through it real quick because I can't see the words. Ooh, all I see is pictures, and then I grab my phone like this, and I'm like this, trying to figure out what it says when I ain't got my glasses. So funny. Brian, I appreciate that, Brian. That would be so dope if you can give me a Bigfoot investigator. I know there's a lot of them out there, and I'm pretty sure we have some here in my city, but I had reached out to some of them, but they so busy investigating and getting deeper into it that they don't have any time. So and you know what, Brian? My other thing is that I want to go on a Bigfoot episode. Like that would be so dope. That would be so cool to be in the woods, but just have like backup, you know, just in case. And I won't be the last one, Brian. I won't be the last one on the line just in case, we have to run. I can be closer to where the car is or the truck or wherever we're going to be pulling up in, and let you guys deal with the Bigfoot while I go get help. Okay, great. That'll be so cool. I can't wait to have Bigfoot investigator. You know what's funny, Brian? I live in the Boston area, so like Maine, New Hampshire is like 2 states away, right? It's like 2 hours somewhere. So it's like 2 hours away from where I'm at, and I've always wanted to go out there and just investigate, but I just got to reach some people, man, and come out there, be able to meet up with one of the guys, and actually go on a on an investigation live on the Don Vic Show and live on whatever other channel or group I'll be going with. Bring it live to the people. Stravos, what's up, brother? You'll be on the show tomorrow. Can't wait. He's an actor. We're gonna be talking to him tomorrow too. My brother. So, Mike, I mean, you're still here. Um, let's talk. Let's bring. Wait, where's all my stuff? Like, oh, wait. Well, everybody started texting, and I'm looking. I'm gonna start from this top. Thank you. That was Brian. Thank you, Brian. Yes, sir. Then IG says something. Hit the button, the share button. Thank you, IG. That's right. Thank you so much for the promotion, buddy. My man, 50 grand. And then that's what Brian said. Yes, join the page. Enlightened Souls, just join. Join the page. Um, you know, Brian is a great guy. Um, so is his team, and he also got his show that he does as well. So you guys can all tune in and check him out as well. It's all about branding out, man, to everyone, and networking and wanting to. Yes, sir. Me too. I can't wait. I can't wait. Give me 1 second. Let me send this. Let me send this message, this invite to my brother Mike Wagner. Let me see if he's still on, and if he's on. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I'm not just see. Today's not my day, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me get Mike. Oops. Oh no, no. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. For 1 second, I couldn't. It wouldn't pop up. So I sent Mike Wagner a invite. Let's see what Mike Wagner thinks about all the what he's doing and think about these interviews that have been going on and these networks that we are all in. So that's guys. Another thing that I want to open up is start to reach out to Sasquatch investigators, you know, um, that are doing I don't know, documentary on them or just investigating them. You know, definitely want to go check that out and link with some people that know, because you got to know the woods. You just can't go into the woods and say I'm going to go look for Sasquatch, because you might never come out the woods. Even if he don't get you, you might just get lost in the woods. Everything looks the same. See, the woods, when you go deep into the woods, it's like being in the ocean. When you're deep in the ocean and you look everywhere, everything looks the same. Same thing in same things in the woods. You go deep in there, you forget where you came from, right, left, straight. You think you're going straight, but you done took a hard left, you know. Now you by the river somewhere, you be like, I don't remember this. Yes, so am I. So I brought in, I mean, hold on a second, guys, because Mr. Bodras Streros could probably come on. Send him a link as well, but he's on tomorrow. Okay, that was Mike Wagner. Mike Wagner told me to give him 5 minutes. Mike Wagner, he doesn't come on unless he's prepared. So right now he's taking me 5 minutes. In those 5 minutes, he's gonna go in there, he's gonna practice his line, because when Mike gets on, it's like he's in character right away, like he's doing his podcast. And I'm like, dude, you're talking to me, bro. Okay. I love him to death, man. And I sent him a invite to bring him on till Vida come on, or she decides to come on. At least we'll be talking to Mike Wagner, and see what some of his guests that came on the show as well. I know some of the guests came on the show lately. Charlotte Hug was on there. I know. I think Perry, Natalie Perry was on a while ago. I think that was a old interview, but we can still talk about that. Um, he had a couple other guys on, a couple other guests on his show. I can't remember because I gotta keep up with everybody. You know what I'm saying? What everybody's doing. It's not easy doing what we do, guys. I can see what the paranormal team is. I'll be stressed out. Oh, you did, Brian. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I would love to speak to him. I would love to speak to Joe. Yeah. Hey, maybe we can all have I was thinking about this today, Brian. I was thinking, even though Matt's doing it, Matt's going to do it in September, where he's bringing out a whole lot of people, from the paranormal team to come and join, together and talk about the paranormal stuff, stuff that's going on, and get some ideas from each other and try to come up with something else. What can we do now? Okay, we all doing this. What's next? What are we really trying to accomplish here? And my thing, if I was a paranormal investigator, my thing would try to be to get, how can I get a little closer to the other side without crossing any boundaries? How can I get the their vocals when they speak to them, spirit box? How can I get that to get clearer? I can hear them like you hear me. Those are some of the things that I'll be working on as an investigator. Okay, we can hear them. We know they talk back, but how can we get the voice to be clear, the message that they're saying to be heard where we can hear it clearly? Like work on those type of things. I would do. That's my opinion. That's what I would do. Um, Para Unity Day. Yes. Yes. So I'm thinking, with the Bigfoot, we can all come out, man, because you know that'll be a great experience. You know, all of us, all you paranormal groups and me. We'll go for like I don't know, like a trip type thing. Go there and camp out and see what we see. That'll be great. And with other Sasquatch groups, investigators, they can come out as well, man. Let's have a big group meeting, real group meeting, and we all plan a day and just go out, and everybody gets to meet everybody at the same time. It'll be like a big party. Everybody gets to meet everybody. The Don Vic Show gets to meet, Brian Lavardi's team. We actually meet face to face. And we're about to do a project. We're about to go out and do an episode on a live investigation, and then we can have a small party for celebrating the fact that we came out, we met. Everybody has gotten to know everybody. Everybody's networking, and I think it'll be a awesome thing to do. And we'll all meet up at a neutral place, where nobody, we go there, boom, everybody meets up, boom, boom, talk, collaborate, boom, exchange business cards or whatever the case may be, and move on to the next thing. Will be an episode, hang out in the woods to see if we can find Bigfoot. Okay, like that's what I want to do, Brian. So if we can get Joe to, let's bring him on the show, talk to him, see what he's got going on, and if it's something that he's willing to do, we'll get a team together. And we'll plan a day to go out and go see Sasquatch. Oh my goodness. So guys, we finally got my friend here, Mr. Mike Wagner. We're going to bring him aboard the show, and we're going to talk to Mike and see what he got going, because Mike be doing a lot of things. Mike be on the hush hush, but he moving like he moving like that. The Ferrari F-150. All right, people, welcome Mike Wagner to the show. Mike.
Hey, what's going on? Well, today I'm in a stripped-down version of Mike Wagner's show. I'm actually broadcasting from a different studio. Now we got a special guest on board here. Molly,
we do. Let me see.
I got a special guest on board, so
come
on over here. So I got a special guest on the show, and come on up here. Come on. Okay, this is our pet mascot, Molly. She's
Molly.
2 years old. Say hello.
Hi. Hey, Molly.
Say hi.
Hey.
Yay. Hi. Yep. Yeah, as you can tell, it's been cold in North Dakota. We've had a blizzard, and we had about 3 to 4 feet of snow. She wants to get up this way now. She wouldn't do it before, but now she's up here to get some attention. So we just have that. So we've had that. Debbie Sue Goodman was on Friday, and she was terrific. And Natalie Perry was on maybe last year or 2 years ago when she was first starting out, and she was just totally amazing. Glad to have her on. And, of course, getting ready to be on Hamilton Radio Thursdays at 9, hamiltonradio.net. So I've just been doing work. I've been staying home, and we have about 3-4 feet of snow, and she really loves the snow out there, too. Yeah. And my wife, Serena, can attest to that, and she's right over here this way. And say hello.
Hi. You having fun?
She's also a writer as well, too. She's got a couple of books, and she's working on some writing projects. I want you to have her on the show.
Okay, you always welcome. Always welcome on the Don Vic Show. That's awesome.
Yes, we're getting some love out here, too. So we encourage everybody to get there, show some love. Just go to themikewagnershow.com. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. And you can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter today. And as you can tell, I'm just broadcasting from a different area. So I want everybody to go MikeWagnerShow.com, check on Amazon. And if you want to order, just hit me up on Messenger. I'll send you links to just buy all kinds of goodies and everything else. But, I was going to ask you, Don, hey, how do you think the Celtics are going to do in the playoffs?
Sure, the Celtics. Well, we was down what? We was down to like 13 to the 13th spot. We was down, and now we came up. We're on the third spot. So we did a lot of climbing. I think they're going to do pretty good this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the teams they have to beat is basically Phoenix, Milwaukee, and I think I'm trying to think. Memphis has been playing really hot. I mean, they're at the bottom and close to a play-in game, and then all of a sudden they took off and started taking the number 2 seed, and then the T-Wolves were finally playing some good ball. They made the playoffs in like a decade, so it's just like I think these play-in games are very interesting, and Philly has also been on a pretty good streak. Milwaukee was kind of up and down and everything. The Bulls were hot, but then they seem to have a thing where it's like they kill the crappy teams but get killed by the really good teams. So I think they're still having a learning curve right now. And so it's going to be interesting how the Celtics are going to do. And I can see the Bulls maybe making some progress, but I just think it's going to be like, a little too much, trying to overtake Philly and whatever else. And I think Phoenix is going to pretty much just win the whole thing. I mean, that's how I see it. Phoenix, oh my God, they're too tough.
Yeah. Phoenix is a tough team now. I'm not sure when they're playing the Celtics again.
Well, I think probably if they ever meet me the championship series, that's probably the only way to go. But of course, everybody seems to talk about baseball at this time, but with the snow and the crazy weather and they have the player strike, you'll wonder, it's like, is anybody really playing baseball right now? And of course, the only news is that Baltimore lost their first 3 games. Everybody else is 2-1, 1-2, and everything else like that. So not really much is happening, and we'll see how those big trades all come out too. So it's going to be interesting. We got some time.
Right. I know the Celtics are playing the Brooklyn in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, they are. And let's go to NBA.com and check out more as well, too, for more information. So we're going to NBA.com. Hope everybody can see me where we're at. So
yeah, they play tomorrow. Celtics play tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And they got the Wolves and Grizzlies. You got the Jazz and the Mavericks, and you got the Raptors and the Sixers, Denver, Golden State, Utah and Dallas, Atlanta. Miami's the number one. Miami's going to kill Atlanta. Yeah, Boston's number two. They take on number 7, Brooklyn. Of course, Brooklyn's been known to give Boston fits, but this is a different story. Bulls and Bucks are going at it, and then you got Phoenix taking on the 8-seeded Pelicans. So that's pretty much shaping up the whole thing. So I think this is going to be really interesting. I mean, could be the Celtics and the Suns, or it could be my could be Miami and the Suns, or it could be could be Boston and Memphis. I could see both number 2s are going at it. So this is going to be quite interesting.
Yeah. Well, I always been a Celtics fan, and we've done pretty good, for several years, got most championships. And I just love my city, man. All the Celtics is just awesome.
And of course, something too. I remember the fact with the Celtics and the Lakers, they always went at in the 80s. It's like, Bird versus Magic every single time. And it's like whoever did not, if Boston or Lakers won, it would be a big upset. And then the Bulls just broke that streak as well, too. They won like 2 3-peats, with Michael at the helm. It was just amazing.
Yeah. We can't never bring those days back.
Oh, no.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic, Jordan, all these wonderful stars, back in the days. I love those games.
And of course, they say the 3-peat is never going to happen again in any sport. I mean, all this free agency, guys jump into teams, just to play with teammates and everything else. So it's just like, those days of like the coaches and general managers building teams of how they want it. Yeah, it's pretty much over. Kind of say that the games change a great deal, but all you can do is just enjoy it. And I was talking to somebody about college basketball as well, too. I almost got smoked in the basketball pool as well. That I always picked North Carolina to win. I thought they had against Kansas 12-point lead. Kansas overtook them. It's like unbelievable. And I feel sorry for Coach K, too. That guy missing those free throws. I mean, if he would have made those 3 throws, Duke would have been in the championship. But, boy, what a crappy way to end Mike Krzyzewski's career. Terrible.
I grew up when I was younger watching college, but it was like Duke's, North Carolina, and Golden State. I grew up watching some of them games in my earlier days.
Mm-hmm. And you also figure, too, that everybody picked Gonzaga to go all the way, but they got knocked out, the second round or something? It's like that was an upset. I mean, we're used to seeing Gonzaga make the Elite 8 every single year, the Final Four, the championship. But getting knocked down in the second round, now that's called an upset. I mean, that's how far Gonzaga has gone in the program.
Yeah. How about football? What's your favorite football team?
Hey, mine's the Green Bay Packers, baby, the greatest team in the world. 13 NFL championships. 13 NFL championships.
13.
13. Go all the way back to 1919.
Holy man, I didn't know that. Wow,
1919, dude. You got to figure that. Start Curly Lambeau. And you guys got to come out the Lambeau field and enjoy the rich tradition of the Green Bay Packers. And it didn't get started by some mega millionaire just throwing a bunch of players together. Mm-hmm. It was all started by Curly Lambeau, who ran the Lambeau Packing Company, which they manufactured cardboards and everything. Yeah. They just wanted to get some guys together, just play a casual game. Yeah, I was a big Sky Pippen fan too, Brian. And boy, I miss having a guy. He was one of the lower paid players. He should have been paid millions like Jordan. Unbelievable. And they joined the NFL, which was which is like a fledgling league, and they put a bunch of guys together. They're just workers, and they happen to win some championships. Curly Lambeau was not just a great owner, great general manager, great coach. He was also a great quarterback. So he was like one of the first to start a tradition too. And look how far they come. 13 NFL championships. And will the Patriots ever accomplish that?
That's a good question. We're going to have to ask them that.
Maybe pay billions to bring Tom Brady back to New England, which I doubt is going to happen.
Ooh, you think he'll come back, Mike?
I don't know. He'll probably play for one more season, and then I don't know. I think he'll keep playing until he gets that championship. Go Raptors! You got some competition. Brian says go Raptors.
I see that. I'm about to delete Brian right now. I'm gonna delete you for that one, Brian. Raptors. Okay. Yeah.
And I'm looking at some baseball right here as we speak too. That your beloved Red Sox are 3-4. Baltimore finally won a couple of games. Toronto's at 5-3. Yankees are 4-4. Tampa Bay's 4-5. And then I got the White Sox, best record in the league, at 6-2. The Cleveland Guardians, which I hate the name, at 4-3. Detroit's at 4-4. Minnesota's 3-4. KC's at 2-5. And then you got Houston at 4-3. LA Angels, Oakland, Seattle, both 4-4. Texas at 2-5. Then you got the Mets, who are 6-3. Atlanta and the Nats are 4-5. Miami's 3-4. Phillies are 3-5. St. Louis is at 4-2. The Cubs are 4-3. Brewers are even at 4-4. Pittsburgh's at 3-4. Cincinnati's at 2-6. I really don't see anybody that just stands out except for the White Sox getting off to a hot start. Mets gotten off to a hot start after a really crappy season last year. Colorado, Dodgers, Frisco at 5-2. San Diego 5-4. Arizona 3-5. I'm surprised the Padres have played all their games considering the delays everybody's been having. So this is going to be quite interesting. I got to say that.
Wow.
Yes, Marcus, it is Mike Wagner. You see, hey, Marcus.
Yes, it is. It's the one and only. Ain't no other Mike Wagner but Mike Wagner. Okay.
Hey, Marcus, had a great time on your show the other day.
Yeah,
and thanks for being on. Love to be on yours as well too. Just shoot me an email and I'll send you stuff. Had a lot of fun with you guys.
Marcus is awesome. I love Mark. I like his whole team. They so cool. What do you think about the power? What's your opinion about the paranormal?
That's a really good question. I mean, it's been talked about a lot on Coast to Coast with George Norrie, and you hear about the aliens, you hear about the spirits and whatever else, and the fact that the aliens exist. There's angels and whatever else. So I just like to hear stories about what's happening too, and the fact that I got hooked on George Norrie Coast to Coast talking about the paranormal because I worked at KFYR and I did the overnight shift just to programs ready, babysit the transmitter, and the stuff they talk about is just like just amazing as well too. So I just like hearing stories and where they get on and everything else, checking out the stories, what they talked about in the 1600s, 1700s. Yes. I mean, what they talk about during the early days of America. I mean, I was curious about that. It's like, what were they really talking about? Or the Industrial Revolution, 1800s, all that, the Westerns, what were they talking about? What were they doing? I mean, that's interesting.
That's interesting. Those are great questions, to ask a paranormal investigator. What was it like back then? Like that? What was some of the stuff that they were using?
Or what did they wear if you saw the spirit? What conversations were they having? Right. And what were they talking about? And sometimes it could also uncover a mystery as well too. So
yes.
Yeah, so it's like they get called in to talk about paranormal and whatever else. And we had a lady on there that actually got called by the FBI to solve cold cases, and almost 100% of the time they get solved. Just interprets what really happened and just leads to the killer, murder, or whatever too. So, yeah, I mean, it's getting to be a hotter topic than it is these days. I mean, I think it's overtaking COVID, PTSD, and everything else.
For real. Yeah. Would you like to go on an investigation, like to a paranormal investigation? Have you been to one?
No, I really don't have the guts to do so. Someone has to
Oh, come
pay me to
on.
do
Come
that.
on, Mike. Because I was gonna say, we should do like a big group reunion. All of us go out, meet in a neutral place, and we get to meet each other face to face, live, and do an episode live. The Don Vic Show, the Wagner Show, the Marcus, Stin, Lisa, all in one, investigating, a haunted place and all the
I,
shows in one.
that's
It's
a
a
good idea.
movie. It's a
I,
movie.
I think everybody should get together, have like a group podcast or such. Like what they have, like several groups joining one as a movie or something. It's like, or have like Airplane, get all the big stars together and or no,
Yes.
it's like Scooby Doo and the Harlem Globetrotters, Scooby Doo and Superman. And the funniest one was where my boys and I were looking for a movie to watch with pizza and drinks, and we saw Superman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Or no, Superman and no, it was Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I thought to myself, what is this? And trying to be really funny. They're sitting there fighting with Batman, and Batman goes, "Cowabunga, dude." So
you know, I love the paranormal because there's so much things to talk about, so many unanswered questions that people have around the world. And still to today, people still investigating that side, the other side. So it's always caught my mind. Same thing as the Sasquatch. Always heard about it from the 1800s. They talked, even our ancestors talked about it, big, giant, hairy. And we have, proved that some of those our ancestors have left um, trails of Bigfoot by leaving, drawings on rocks, like, little people and then a big giant, hairy giant. So that's coming back from the 18th. So there has to be something out there.
you know something too. I had a gentleman who's a Sasquatch expert, and he also provided animals for the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson back in the day. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, Larry Batson. He does animal shows out in Indiana and travels all over and talks about Sasquatch. He provides animals for the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom, and he provides them animals because they know how to handle them, they know how to care. But the animal shows you see out there, it's like in his opinion, they pretty much mishandle the animals. So this was a few years back. I was reminded, and I said, "Hey, I've got an update. I'll have him on too." Larry Batson, the animal guy. So he talks about Sasquatch and said, if you get more information, let's come back on the show and talk more about it. And I'm glad you mentioned it.
Yeah.
And of course, getting back to paranormal, it's like, what's it really like? It's like maybe going to an old radio station or an old TV station. That's where I like to see and say, hey, what was really broadcast, that sort of thing. So that's something I like to get on as a paranormal, but I need to get over my fears and fear seriously.
It's all right. I'm on the same boat you are. I fear a lot of things. I fear that something might go wrong when I go and show up. It has to be my luck, and something really goes wrong, or just coming home and bringing home something. Those are my fears. But everything else I love about it, and I guess that's my challenge. The fact that I know that I can come home with something, or something might not be right within me. So,
Or it's just one of the things you think you brought home something that's great, and all of a sudden just carries evil spirits, a lot of chaos, and you finally had to bury it somehow. But it's just interesting what you bring home and whatever else. But I also like the history of some of the things too, because we're in South Dakota. Part of the start of the Mike Wagner show, we visited. It was Crazy Horse, and about the guy who kept having his machine go putt, putt, putt every single time. And then all of a sudden when they're still working on it after he long passed down. There's crews that work around the clock, and you get to take home these rocks, which came from blowing up with Crazy Horse. And we got them out in our garden too. So it was just truly amazing. Get to take home a piece of history.
This paranormal investigation And you know, Brian, I don't know if you know Brian Levart from Paranormal Post Network. You know Brian, right?
Brian, yes, they've been mentioned. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So
Really amazing.
tell us what you're doing right at this moment. What are
Brian.
you working on right now, Mike? What are you trying to put together now?
Well, I'm currently working on putting some shows together for HamiltonRadio.net. Thursdays at 9, we're getting the final details put together. I'm going to start working on some audio books with my wife, Serena. We're just getting started with that. And also, I'm going to continue with more shows and everything else, just helping out people right now. So the train just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling.
I
Yes.
see you. Who would you like for a guest?
Oh, my gosh. That's such a good question. I hope Ringo Starr or Paul McCartney will still come by the show for an interview.
Man.
Or you can get one of the guys from the Stones or any one of the classic rock bands. And I also had a guest on from the days of college basketball. He'll be on next month. And I'll have to get some sports figures on, whoever played for the Red Sox or even like, say, the Bruins, Patriots. And I had a guy from the Milwaukee Brewers, Willie Muller on Major League. He's that guy that called the Duke kept throwing at his kid's head. I had him on, and boy, he had a story about Corbin Benson. He was so funny. Right. And Blaze Winter from the Green Bay Packers. He talked about his foundation being positive, and he was born with defects, but turned out to be a really good football player with determination. So a lot of great guests coming up, a lot of things happening. So just stay tuned, the MikeWagnerShow.com, and we're asking everybody to support the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, either on PayPal or on Anchor FM, or you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com. So make sure you send me a donation, send to my PayPal, paypal.me/Mike Wagner voiceover. And if anybody asks, they can message me. I'll send them the links. You can also buy merchandise. I'll send you guys the links as well, too. And, of course, if you want to be on the show, you can just shoot me a messenger or shoot me an email, themikewagnershow.com at themikewagnershow@gmail.com. But check out, however, themikewagnershow.com and check out more. And Ada, by the way, you're missing out on a great show. I got to say that. Ada, you're missing out on a great show.
Thank you so much, Mike. Mike, it's always a pleasure talking to you, and you're always welcome your family here. We love you over here. Tell your wife we said hi and nice meeting her, and your doggy. And
we certainly will do so. And speaking of the doggy, I got to feed her pretty soon and have some dinner. But one of these days, we'll have you guys over for a cookout, bring some brews, and do a live show from my patio.
That'll be awesome. What, Coronas or Heinekens, Mike?
Both.
I can't hang with you then. I can't hang from you.
Yeah. Bring the steaks, bring the ribs, and bring everything. We're having a hell of a good time.
Okay, awesome. That's awesome.
All right, man.
Thank you,
buddy. Have a great show, and have a great Easter, by the way.
Likewise.
All right, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye. Mike Wagner. My brother Mike Wagner. Great guy. Always a pleasure to talk to him. So, guys, Vida Craddock didn't respond to the email, to the link. I don't know what happened, but I want to thank Mike Wagner for stepping up. I appreciate that. So people tune in. We have one last show at 7 with celebrity boxer Ryan Delton. We'll be talking about the call out for Kimbo Slice Jr. and things went left because things just went left. Things didn't happen. So we'll talk to him and find out what's going on. All right, people. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to share, and sharing is caring. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Go to the YouTube, hit the Don Vic Show, and you can watch it on YouTube, or go to Power Post Network and you can watch it there live as well. All right. So I'll see you guys in a little while. 7 o'clock with celebrity boxer Ryan Delton, and I believe we're out of here.